and it's one of the things we wanted to get into on this, just that sort of toxic mentality that exists within the black community and stuff too. I think it was one the minister that said, the Judas is a mentality. It's not just necessarily a person. When people think of Judas Iscariot and that mentality that of jealousy and deceit and stabbing your brother and stuff in the back. There's a lot of that seems to exist within our community and stuff too, which we definitely got to speak on. And because we've had people request us to speak on this topic and stuff too, just where this sort of animosity and jealousy comes from. Now, some would say it's been there from the beginning of time. It's always been that way. We hear the biblical story of even Cain and Abel and things of that nature, and so many different stories over time of betrayal and stuff like that. But dealing with our people in the community and stuff like that, some say it's because we've become we're visual based people, and some don't like to see others doing well. When there's this lack of wanting to support people and each other. When you look at a lot of other nations, they support each other, they compliment each other in a lot of the stuff that they do. Whereas with our people, sometimes that's very few and far between. What's your sort of outlook on that, and your sort of experiences?
Yeah, man. When we was indoctrinated into this country, it just kind of goes back to, you got the field in the house, and the field Negro and the house Negro in them terms. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, man. I think that our people, man, are so destroyed, man. Hebrew Israelites said that our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, and a lot of our people, man, we got some people. You got traitors in every culture, man. And what happened was that a lot of these people, they basically sold out. So, I think that wickedness, man, with the evil and the envy, the lust, the hate is real, man. And I think that a lot of people in our community, man, we at war with each other, spiritually and physically, man, because you got these people, especially in this American culture too, man. See, America kind of paved the way for the whole international community. And domestically, we have people, man, that's just like back in the days, you used to go, be happy for somebody, or you would go to work and you would think that people will go to work and do what you do. But nowadays, these people, they want to be in your shoes. They don't want to put in a hard work, and they don't have the work ethic. So, my thing is like, it's like, and the men are supposed to be setting precedents, you know what I'm saying? They ain't doing that. Instead, we got this new generation, a new breed of individuals, man, who bitter, and they don't want to go out there and put in the time, blood, sweat, tears. And it's like they just think they're supposed to be in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, man. So all these dudes out here, man, y'all need to educate yourselves, man. Start educating other young heads, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, you work, pay your debt to society, pay your dues. And I know that a lot of us, especially in our culture, we know that we're dealing with systemic racism, and then we got these wicked people, man, that just literally out to try to sabotage us, man. And we got to call that out, because we do have enemies. You know what I'm saying? Israelites have enemies, and everything have an enemy. You know what I'm saying? The lion has an enemy. Ants have an enemy. It's unfortunate, but that's how things is, and we have enemies. And so that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got to really bring this. We have to. This has to be. We really have to pay homage, man. You know what I'm saying? And come together and try to let our community know, man, we in a serious crisis right now. Because if we don't, then, you know what I'm saying, our people, man, are really going to be in some serious trouble, because we are getting attacked, and something's got to give, man. And yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, man. But yeah, jealousy and the ignorance too is a big part of what we're dealing with. So we gotta defend ourselves and take precautions and educate people.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I think there's always, just in life, going to be that sort of adversarial force there that's, sort of polar oppositions, I think, which is what you're speaking of and stuff as well. I think, even myself, you made a good point where you were just talking about, like people not wanting to support something and instead just watching somebody else sort of do it. I think there's this mentality, like this sense of entitlement with a lot of people where they feel as though, you know, when they see somebody else doing something, it means you've got the ability to help them, or you should do all this stuff for them, or if it's just like, you know, the old saying goes, everybody wants to eat at the table, but nobody wants to help with the cooking and stuff. So it's like they want to come when everything's at a certain level and be able to just demand a position and stuff, as opposed to being a part of working for it. And then one of the things I've noticed is a lot of people that you mentioned it as well, just the bitterness that they develop when it comes to seeing somebody else doing something. Where, you know, my whole thing is, you should see that as motivation. You know, when you see somebody doing something, that should motivate you to know that it can be done, especially if it's somebody of your sort of background or culture and stuff as well. It's an indication that it can be done. And, you know, everybody's got their own path and their time. I think because people have become so frustrated within the communities and stuff, and just the mindset that it develops being in poverty, and like you said, systemic racism and other things, not to use that as an excuse, but it develops certain mindsets within people who live in those conditions. I'm going to do a bit more, not like studies on it, because I've done the studies already, but I'm going to have some videos coming soon where I'm going to be breaking down some of the social climates and statuses that people live in, and how it leads to different mentalities and stuff. So, but, you know, I think, you know, there's a lot that needs to be dealt with at an internal level, because I think sometimes with a lot of our people, there's always this emphasis on, you know, looking at for this outside enemy, and, you know, this person's doing this to us, or that person's doing this, and a lot of the times people are guilty of doing the same or similar themselves, or nobody can't really stop people from getting together and doing better. You know, if you want to, if you see the man down the street doing well, you know, there's nothing can stop you congratulating them, or even just feeling happy and positive about it. But if you're feeling negative and bitter about it because you feel you're in a certain position, or you feel, you know, you're entitled to take it from him, or you know, it's sort of a mentality where I feel some people, they feel insignificant the more they see somebody else doing something. And I think it's definitely a destructive mentality, because it doesn't lead to anything positive and any kind of further development.
Yeah, man, I really think the times we live in, man, human beings, man, are so focused on this. It's like they live in this matrix, man, and everybody wants to be on top. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to the point, man, you know, the population is just like, the IQ level, man, is just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not even a factor with a lot of people anymore. So, yeah, man, but you know what, though? I think that Hollywood kind of helped manifest this ignorance, man. They kind of put these people in the media, too, used with the race dating and all this and that. And then you got these other white supremacists, these racist people that practice racism, and you got other black people. It's some black people that don't really care to be around white people either. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, you know, yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? These people, man, like with these whites, man, so-called white people, man, the things they do to try to, you know, they talk all that stuff about bootstraps, but at the same time, YouTube been known for having racist practices where they play on people's views. They are let the Caucasian men get more views. You have people that's getting less views, and they saying, and their content is actually just like off the chain, man. I mean, you know, in the scriptures it says that it's not about how many people that watch your platform. Is if you reach 2 out of 1 million, you did your job. And so in this day and age, we know that the wicked, they try to use they use technology to deceive people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So you know, they trying to marginalize people. You know what I'm saying? So you know, but you know what though? It just goes to show you that times that, man, you really can feel the energy, man. You know that we are going through some perilous times, and you can feel that something is finna transpire, because the people got to try to cheat. It's like you in a you finna drag race somebody, right? And they got this big old souped up car, and then next thing you know, they give you this little old 4-cylinder car, this stock car. That's not playing fair. And so out of all the things the wicked doing to try to stop our shine, man. The Most High is the one that's gonna the universe is gonna prevail us, man, because it says it's in the scriptures, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all the things these people doing, man, to try to hurt us, man, it's gonna backfire them, because Most High said that your enemies are my enemies, and I will bring wrath forth against them. You know what I'm saying? So we know that a lot of people, man, I think a lot of people starting to find out who they really is and their true nature is, and a lot of people not gonna be able to hide no more, man. It's just evident, man, because the things that they're doing, and no real human being gonna act like that. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, even taking that and saying, just the mindset that we were saying some people are exhibiting even within our community, the jealousy, the bad mind and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of times, a lot of this indication, I think sometimes with a lot of so-called black people, where they feel as though it's like, well, I'm black, I'm just automatically saved, or I'm automatically, from the good camp, so to speak. And I think a lot of times that's a misconception, where just from the attitude that people show and prove, because, as you said, this, even though these things have happened that have led to people to think this sort of way, and people having that mentality, it's still their own responsibility. And if people ain't being responsible to sort of change their mindset, or to want to change the direction and just remain stagnant, then that's not something that they can necessarily be helped with. So sometimes it's sort of like, I don't want to say like a catch-22, trying to look at things from, I guess, different vantage points of it. We always look at the cause and then the effects. So because we can look at the effects and see what's happened, but we gotta try and get to the causes of some of these things, and especially if we want to look at making changes within the community and amongst people and stuff as well, because like we said, people want to grow up in healthier communities and stuff like that, with healthier mindsets and healthier people around them, not having to worry about sort of petty jealousy and things like that, and things that really just lead to people being slowed down, as opposed to us being able to help each other and excel forward and stuff. So as you said, we're in critical times and even stuff now, and even as we speak, there's events going on in the world and on the planet that are shaking things up and rearranging and shaping things around in new directions and stuff like that. So I really do hope and pray people are able to get their things together, in the right sort of way, and make the changes that are necessary, because it's like I said, there's, especially with a lot of our people, sometimes I think there's too much hate, there's too much people being critics on each other. When people are in the industry, or even just in businesses doing stuff, there's that lack of support. There's people always trying to outdo each other and stuff, and not come together for the greater good and the greater understanding of how to leverage business and opportunities and stuff together and stuff like that. So I think there needs to be more changes and stuff. I suppose it's something people have spoke about for years, because even when I was younger, I didn't have elders in the community speak on similar, and it's like years later, has that much changed, when we're in the same position? Some will say this is by a systematic design, at the same time also, because whether it's in the US or whether it's in Europe or certain places you would go, and there's limitations that have been put on so-called black people, even in terms of just support that they get for setting up businesses and stuff, where you have other people from other communities and other nations come to places, and they're able to thrive and succeed in different ways better because they get more support in different ways. And then just black people being sardined in and not getting that support and becoming frustrated and stuff, and just being in communities around each other, sometimes that then turns to internal jealousy even more, where you got to see somebody else that being successful, or somebody else that makes you strive forward, and you feel as though you're not moving forward. But like we said initially, that should always really be something that challenges yourself to move forward, because you see somebody else do it. To me, I look at that as a positive of, it can be done. If they can do it, I can do it. And, you know, even for myself, if I didn't see certain people throughout history, you know, ancestors, freedom fighters, revolutionaries, even, you know, people within business, entrepreneurs and stuff like that do stuff, you know, maybe I wouldn't have been motivated to do certain things and stuff too. So I think, you know, positive reinforcement has its value and stuff at the same time.
Crazy, yeah, man. And you know, a lot of people, man, you know, we're not gonna let our people off the hook either, man. Because a lot of people in our community, we know it's a lot of corruption going on in a lot of communities. In our community, man, yeah, some of these guys, man, and these girls, man, they not flying straight, man. And yeah, so we definitely got some issues, man. You know, it's like ever since we merged with these people, man, you know, we was indoctrinated into the system, man. And ML King, man, realized that the mistake he made. And if you, I don't know if you can pull up your graph, but if you do type in something, if you do some research, that the wealth gap between, whereas our black people economically, how have our stats been for the last 30 years compared to other ethnic groups? And you know, these people, man, are not. I don't really see them trying to come to a conclusion or a round table to try to figure out how we gonna, you know what I'm saying, you know, benefit. And you know, you see what happened in Black Wall Street, man. These people, man, it's just, yo, man, we are really dealing with some problems, man. And I just don't think that the trajectory, bro. I really don't see a future for our people, man. Dealing with people, man, because these people, man, obviously, man, if they really was serious, man, they would try to help uplift up out of this status that we in. But I don't see that happening because every day it's always something going on. They're not trying to empower people to try to push us to get businesses, etc., man. So at this point, bro, man, I really think it's gonna have to take a divine intervention, man, because I just don't see. I don't see nothing really happening with people, man. It's like it's always they trying to throw us off with these race issues, this other garbage about black and white. Look, I don't want to hear about that no more, man. Look, show me the money, okay? So that way we get our 40 acres on the mule and we can live away from them, man, and they can live away from us, whatever, man. All the other stuff, man, I don't care, man. They can say this, that, the N-word, man. Look, man, that's small talk, man. Let's talk economics. Let's talk, you know what I'm saying, building Black Wall Street, so-called Black Wall Street back there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but yeah, man, but, you know, these people got a pride, man, and you know, I think that what we need to do, our people, man, it said in the scriptures that no man can come by us. Only the Most High can say what's out of this condition, man. And unfortunately, bro, that is the situation.
Yeah, no, definitely. And with that being said, I think, you know, it's just encouraging people to stay on a positive note and, you know, to seek the Most High and, you know, definitely represent the Most High in everything that you do and you know, carry that sort of energy forward. I think, you know, people have got to use the time now to just reflect on themselves and reflect on this world, what's going on around them. Because like you said, in a lot of aspects, it's just a matrix and stuff that we're living in too. And people got to understand, you know, the rules and stuff and how to play it and, you know, really be able to play how it go. Because one thing when we mention a lot of these other nations, that's kind of ultimately the difference in a lot of ways. They just play the game differently and understand some of the functions and how to play some of these things differently. So, you know, and like you said, we shoot the breeze here on DOATBM and keep it real. We, you know, we're not, just like when we speak on things ourselves personally and we say, you know, we're not exempt in any aspect. So our people ain't exempt, and it's only because we, you know, we care about people in general that we put these topics and these issues out there that we can have things discussed in a positive and productive manner, and that, you know, each one teach one, like we say. You know, if you reach one and a few people that can hear it and spread the word and, you know, somebody learn from it, then it's definitely important. Because you know, there's so much out there for negativity nowadays, and we all know how the negativity is promoted, and it's you know, they retire your controversy sells, but at the same time, you know, with the stuff that you're doing, even with with the podcasts and stuff, it's good stuff, and we're gonna continue to keep pushing forward on a positive note for 2021, man.
Yeah, man. People catching the vapor, like this month, like I said, man. Yeah. I think that it said that the Gentiles, you know what I'm saying, and God see people as fewer numbers, man. So the majority of the population, bro, in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. This is I don't think this is a myth. It was evidence, man, that city was burnt with brimstone, and so the point is that it is going to be another Sodom and Gomorrah. That's some Revelations to it. You remember when I told you about the last podcast? When we was talking about, I said you're gonna see ships and stuff popping up.
Oh yeah.
You've been hearing about a lot of sightings happening.
Oh yeah. And that's definitely witnessing a lot of falls and what could be seen as global collapse in a lot of different ways in some places. So we just want the good people to stay safe out there and stay protected, look out for you folks and stuff like that, and stay woke in these times, because as you alluded to earlier, there's a lot of people that it serves them to keep people in darkness as opposed to bringing any light to them. So in darkness, you ain't gonna be able to see, So when the light's shining on things, you're able to see that vision a lot clearer. So we just hope people keep the faith and stay on that positive note. And because the agents of darkness are always going to be at work. Forces of darkness will always be at work, and we gotta stay wise and stay woke to that and keep moving forward.
That's right, bro. Yeah, man. This is all. We know that now that I think that the seals are starting to open themselves, and they're imploding, and I think that we start to see this dark energy, and people are starting to panic under pressure, and people do have anxiety. That's part of being human beings, but the Most High would give us the strength to persevere through that. So, yeah, man. The people that's doing the evil wickedness, man, these people are truly, truly on some stuff. So yeah, man. It's a shame, man. A lot of people don't really, really realize, man, like you are supporting the head, of this beast, and even a lot of people in our community, man. I don't know if it's ignorant, man, but a lot of them, I hate to say it, man, but a lot of them are going to end up, they go end up filling up flames, man, because they don't support, what I'm saying, the channel, and it's like it says it in a lot of scriptures. People are going to tend to demonize who's actually bringing some information forth to try to save the masses of the people. And it's like it said back in these days, these critical times, what's wrong is going to be labeled right, what's right is going to be labeled wrong, and that's all right though, because you know what? When you start seeing all these natural disasters happening, man, and people are going to be tornadoes and mudslides and wildfires, they'll be calling God and begging God, oh, why is it happening? Why is it happening, bro? Bro, that's part of their judgment. So, I really don't feel sorry for them, man. I know that sound kind of cold, bro, but I don't feel sorry for my enemies, man. I mean, now it says if you forgive your enemies. Of course, we know that the New Testament was the book that was altered, or the Old Testament was the original book. Now, the New Testament was altered. It's saying the churches teach you the Christianity. It said love your enemies, but it doesn't go into details about which enemy to love. Do you love the enemies of your own nation? That's what the Hebrew Israelites, through teaching. That's why I like to listen to a lot of them groups, man. Not that I trust anyone with my life, but at the same time, I follow the word, not people. But I write down a lot of them verses, and I do my research. I'm like, yeah, that's true, because some of them like you hear these church people. That's why I let everyone talk, and then I'm like, okay, you might know more than me, which is cool, because I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna write down some things, and I'm gonna go back and research it. Then I'm gonna come back to them and say, okay, now it says that the real Jews had dark skin, and so now Matthew 26:26, I got Proverbs. What's that? This is here. Deuteronomy 28:8. 25. I got that one. Yeah, so all of them is definitely something they want to research because it's actually things that's really, really taking place right now. I got Jeremiah at 9:25. Yeah. Corinthians 6:17. Right.
Right on, man. And you know, so
Right.
that it's all right there in the manual, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's all right there in the manual. So you know, that's the thing. Like you said, there's a book there with everything laid out, and the word. You know, that's the thing with the word. The word is so much power that people don't understand.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know,
sir.
the power that's beholden in it. Whew, that's the spirit. You know, manifested then into the word that then can be manifested into flesh. So you know, so people gotta understand the science of how all this stuff come about, man. Because this whole cosmic universe is a whole different twist.
That's right. That's right. Hey, bro, and also now for a lot of these other nations and these other people that sit up there and they go let these racist bigots, especially these this is what the Bible says, these Edomites, better known as the white people now, and see the Edomites is a whole nation of people now. I'm not saying how the brother said, but now they all over the world, so they're trying to go away from being called Edomites, but Russians, Pakistanis, the people over there, not Pakistan, but even some of them mixed with, you know. But anyway, my point is though, like
some of them are they Turkish and stuff as well, so it's a different mix. But I'll let you pick up because you know these. It's interesting because we shared a story the other day, which was about some guys in present day Jordan, and they were actually celebrating that their Edomite history and stuff up in their town and stuff like that. But seldomly do you hear them really talk about that stuff in modern media. So I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah, bro. Now, yes. All right, now they trying to go away from it called Edomites. You got Russians, you got the Canadians, you got the ones in the UK. Now, they all the same people, bro. So they trying to say, no, we'll call you Russian. That's what the Hebrew Israelite brothers said. So now that the Edomites that's a biblical name. But see, a lot of them, man, start to find out they Edomites, bro, because that nature, they always been aggressive people. They've been a violent people, and they've been doing things, and But hey, now for them to say, but going back to what I was talking about with other nations, if they want to listen to these racist people talk that stuff about black people, they're saying, look, man, these people are. It says in the Bible that these people, we got enemies. They said that you expect your enemies to say anything, do good by you, or say anything good about you. If you playing a game against somebody, if you playing an online football or basketball game, your job is to keep the opposition down. Your job is to beat me and keep hammering on me years and years to come. If you got me down by 20 points, you want to keep me down. You don't want me to come back to win the game. So you're gonna generation after generation. That's how these people been playing the game. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, bro. Now, can you see this right here? Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Now, it says Black Wall Street, 600 businesses, 21 churches, 21 restaurants, 30 grocery stores, 2 movie theaters, 6 private airplanes, plus they had a hospital, a bank, a post office, schools, libraries, law office, and even a bus system. So for all you people out there in these other nations, and all you people that's listening to these racist white people that's talking that crap about black people ain't got nothing, this and that, didn't have nothing, y'all full of yourself. Y'all need to do some research because y'all are believing anything y'all hear. And that's a problem. Y'all don't have the damn balls to sit up there and say enough is enough. We sick of these people coming in our country spreading their rhetoric and they hate. Because these people literally burned down that damn Black Wall Street. That was back in the 30s or something like that. They burnt that damn thing down, but all because some damn white woman go make this was all a conspiracy anyway. They plotted that. Look what happened with Emmett Till, that damn demon got that man killed.
Yeah.
What happened was she probably liked him and probably wanted to go to bed with him anyway. He didn't want her, and that's how they do, bro. You know, I ain't gonna say what I want to say, because then they'll be saying I'm racist. But that demon, man, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we start to pull the lid off on the people and expose these people, countering these damn devils, man, because they are, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's just wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna sit up there and then go try to put the stigma on our people, man, these other nations, man.
Oh,
and then it makes so bad. The men and their family, them damn hypocrites, them bastards, quick to want to go try to have sex with a black woman. That's right. For all you Pakistan women, Arab women, do you know a lot of y'all men be in our community trying to pick up black girls? They don't tell y'all that, do they? Why they want to say, oh, stay away from the black man. No, you don't mess with black man. Them motherfuckers will go quick to have sex with a black woman, though. But they punk ass want to try to talk about don't date a black man. That's being a fucking hypocrite, bro. What is that?
I mean, it's hypocrisy, and that's what we shrouded in this world, and it's a shame sometimes because, as you said, you know, there's sometimes, to me, there ain't nothing worse than a hypocrite, you know.
We got to call them out, bro. They want to have their cake and eat it too. You motherfuckers, I'll tell you what, y'all get to the point, man. We gonna start rushing you motherfuckers. Y'all not finna come in our community picking up women, man. Y'all want to act like some little bitches when y'all see y'all women date outside their race, man. It don't work like that, Pot.
Exactly. I said to somebody the other day, you know, what if, imagine if, because I say, you know, black people are definitely some of the most welcoming and humane people on the planet, you know, despite the negative imagery that's pointed towards black people, because, you know, I said, imagine if we was as hostile to other races and nations as they are towards us, especially, you know, if they could, you know, if we seen them walking with like a, you know, a black girl or something, and then people would start giving them grief like they do, and, you know, all sorts of extra shit. So, you know.
Hey, man, we gonna have to start clamping down on that, man. The motherfuckers in our community, bro, they have to get ran out of our community, man. If they gonna come up in anything and they gonna have businesses, bro, it's gonna come to a time where they ain't gonna be able to get money in our community, man. I ain't gonna work like that. I ain't really feeling them anyway, bro. They come in our community, and then all these nations going against them. And like I said, man, the Most High is gonna, you know, he gonna put the spirit on a lot of these jakes, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just like, yo, man, it ain't gonna happen like that. Hey, the Most High is letting some things happen, man. Like I said, we come to the Most High, we pray on some things, because we know, man. I mean, them people, I'm still disappointed, upset about that Black Wall Street. Then they want to run our hand play stupid and tell us some black people didn't contribute to none. Our ancestors didn't contribute to none. Our ancestors robbed. And then they got another parade around here talking, so they racist. They got their damn mind. If there's anybody that should be racist, we should be damn racist. But, you know, like I said, the Most High is gonna put the curses on these wicked people, man. We ain't got a trick. You know what I'm saying? We like Pete said, bro. We went in journey, man. You know what I'm saying?